Hello, welcome back to our channel. Today we're at Epcot for the Festival of the Arts.
I'm excited. This is my personal favorite festival of the year. So we're excited to be back. We've been here once before, and we love all the food. We love all the performances. So we're gonna have a good time going around the World Showcase today and just seeing what the festival has to offer.
Before we hit any of the Festival of the Arts food booths, we're actually going to make a stop inside this merchandise location to pick up a gift card. Now, if you guys want the reasoning behind why Ann and I utilize this method, go check out our food and wine festival video. It's our part 2 of the Epcot experience. Right, so as you guys can see, Ann's got the little wristlet gift card, which has all of our monies, well, not all of our monies, but the money that we are budgeting for this this festival. Equally as important, Ann also picked up a booklet that lists off all the food booths and what items are available. We've kind of done a little research before coming to the festival today, kind of scoping out the items that are must-gets for us, but it's definitely useful to have.
This also has like performances and stuff in there too, so you can kind of schedule out your day and figure out. It's more than just food. It's everything that's going on festival-wise. But it's a little chilly this morning, and we're not starving yet. So we're gonna like go do the mural and just do some like look around stuff while we wait to like get a little bit more hungry, and then we'll start eating. But yeah.
Perfect. Just picked up the paint. The paint has like a little number on it, and then there's a bunch of numbers on the mural that correspond to where you're supposed to paint with the color they give you. Here's Ann as well. We're ready to go. And what a cool concept that is. So we just painted our 4 squares, and then afterwards they give you like a little bookmark type thing, which it shows you what'll be the completed mural. If I haven't shown it already, there's that little sign right in front of where the queue is to hop in line, and they have the murals that will all be painted just up and down over the period of Festival of the Arts. So I think it's time to get some food.
I do. I love this concept though. I think it's so cute, and it's such a fun way to like include everybody.
Yeah.
And then you've all created something together, which I think is so cute.
That is cool.
But we're gonna walk over to Mexico now and start walking around the world.
Little quick refresher. So once you put in your order for one of the festival booths, they give you your receipt, then you hop in another line and go straight to the booth. Once we get towards that window just up there, we'll show them the receipt, and then they hand us our food. It's as simple as that. I feel like Mexico is always one of those booths that would be good for a pickier eater. It may look like intimidating from the outside, but when you dive into these dishes, they're so tasty. And they seem like fair flavors, even for a pickier eater. The croqueta is very tangy. I don't know if it's the sauce that's on top of it, but it's super nice. It's got a nice little crisp to it as well. I definitely wanted more of both those dishes, but
I like the what was it called?
The croqueta.
The croqueta. I like that a lot more. And I like carne asada, don't get me wrong. That was delicious as well. It was very well done. But the croqueta was just very different from what I've normally ever had. So I really liked that one a lot.
Okay, so we're inside the Imagination Station, which is very Figment heavy. If you guys don't know, Figment is the park mascot. I'm just realizing in this moment, I've made a fatal error. I forgot to grab a fork. I picked up the tart raspberry, which looks like a Pop-Tart, and then I've also got the rainbow cake with freeze-dried Skittles. Those are interesting. We tried this 2 years ago, and it's been a favorite since. The cake is amazing, but the freeze-dried Skittles taste a little bit like, they have kind of a Nerds consistency to them. So they still taste very Skittly, but it's like biting into like a good amount of Nerds. And then of course I got a blue raspberry lemonade, non-alcoholic. I don't think you I'm not sure if you can get them with alcohol, but there's like a slew of flavors that you can pick from. Let me start with this lemonade because I'm pretty excited about this. Wow, that is so good. The lemonade, even though I'm sure it's not, but it tastes super fresh. So delicious. And the blue raspberry flavoring, perfect balance of flavor. Let's do the cake. I feel like I'm going to start with a freeze-dried Skittle because these things can be tricky to eat. Hold the foam. That was a lime-flavored Skittle. I don't know if you guys are green apple or team lime. Just for the record, I am team lime. That's a nice little surprise. I love lime over green apple any day, and so that was like, I was expecting it to be green apple, but that was a nice little surprise. I wonder if it's supposed to be enjoyed with the cake. Let's dive into the cake itself. Very pretty. I almost don't want to eat it because it's super pretty. Fantastic. Perfectly done. Not too dry. It's nice and, I don't know if this is the right word, but moist. That's delicious. Let's try this tart. It kind of looks totally like a Pop-Tart. I don't know if you're supposed to cut it open, but I'm just gonna dive in. Yeah. This is a fun booth. Definitely sweets driven. I feel like this is a good one for kids, especially kids who are very picky and very apprehensive about some of the offerings at this festival. This is a very safe booth. Kids love sweets, and so do Tyler's, but this is one where you're going to feel really comfortable. So just outside of Future World, where Guardians and Mission Space, Space 220 are, you'll find Club Cool by Coca-Cola. As you come in here, you can come and enjoy some various Coke products from around the world. You can also find fun Coke apparel to deck yourself out, swag yourself out with Coke. It's a free thing to do. It's fun.
I love your shirt.
It's so fun to just go through all the various flavors of Coke around the world and find which ones are good and which ones are not so good. Looking at you, Beverly. I'm not going to do all these on camera, but we are going to run through this. Oh my, more than I meant to. Cheers. Raspberry from Moldova. It's actually not bad. I see sour plum flavor from China. It tastes like barbecue sauce.
I like the beautiful Moldova.
Not bad, not good. Alright, and the moment probably we've been waiting for, the friggin' Beverly. This one is, like, famous from Club Cool.
It's good. It's just
No. That's all I'm doing to that. The Beverly's got, like, an aftertaste that just stays with you. Ugh. God. Chase it down. It's still there. Some people like the Beverly. Anne likes the Beverly. It's just not for me, man. I'm like sodaed out. So this morning, my wife and I did make an attempt to get the virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Unfortunately, I'm not kidding, it went within 3 seconds of the virtual queue opening. Just shows how quick you have to be. So there is a second drop at 1 p.m., but you have to be in Epcot. Right now it's 12:56, so I've kind of found a somewhat less busy area of the park to make my attempt, and that's what we recommend. You know, try and go somewhere not near the ride itself, try and go somewhere where there's not a whole lot of people. And so I found, like, obviously there's a good amount of people around me. It's a theme park, duh. But I'm not where most of the people are right now, so like World Showcase or closer to the heavier attractions. So I'm gonna go for it at 1 and we'll see if I'm successful. Oh, got it, all right. I don't know if there's ever gonna be a more stressful feeling than going for a freaking virtual queue after you miss the 7 a.m. drop. So I'm literally standing like 10 feet from where I am now, pacing back and forth, waiting for the second my phone goes from 12:59 to 1 p.m. Refresh, go for it as soon as you can. You literally have seconds. And I got this screen, which tells me I'm in group 99. My estimated wait time is 135 minutes. You guys might also recall from our Food and Wine Festival video. is the fun chips from the China Pavilion. Guess where I am right now? That's right, I'm in China. Well, World Showcase China, not actual China. But you guys can guess where I'm going. I'm gonna get me another bag of fun chips. Fun chips have been acquired. We went with the garlic steak. It was either that or American hot dog. Doing Doritos this time. I don't know about these, but these are amazing. They're so good. The goal is going to be for me not to eat the entire bag. Like, the texture is obviously not there because, well, like if you're expecting a steak, the texture's not there because duh. But I don't know how to, like, the flavor is there, but it's weird because there's the crunchiness of the chip. So it's like, I don't know. It's a mind bender for sure.
So to be in Lyfo.
We are checking out the Pastoral Palette, which is outside the Germany Pavilion. We're gonna get the pork and beans.
So it is busy today in EPCOT. So Tyler and I have decided to split, and I'm gonna go down to the Italy booth and grab the things that we want from Italy, and then he's gonna stay at Germany and grab the things that we want from Germany. So at the end of this, we can have gotten as much as we can. And we talk about this all the time, that one of the best things we can recommend to people is if you can split, to split, because it allows you the opportunity to get a lot more done. I have a love-hate relationship with the Italy booth in that I love Italian food more than anything in the whole wide world, and I always feel like the Italian booth falls flat, and I actually do think it falls flat here, even though it's really good. One, it's cold, like all the food is cold by the time you get it, and I like Italian food needs to be eaten hot. It's like your cheese is congealed, you know, your sauces have made the pasta cold. It just doesn't taste as good. I feel like if we came here and it was 100 degrees outside and we were eating this, it would,
Please no.
It would taste better, but then you wouldn't want it because it would be 100 degrees outside.
Going back to what we got from the Germany Pavilion, I really liked that white bean and sausage or pork sausage dish.
I thought it was really good. It was, again, it's chillier outside today.
Yeah.
And so it was a little bit heartier. I thought it was great. The flavoring was wonderful. It was like a really zhuzhed up chili. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So we've split again. Tyler's getting a drink from the bar here in America, and then I'm at the America booth. We're gonna have the chicken pot pie, which is like a deconstructed pot pie almost. We'll see how it compares, because yesterday we went to 50's Primetime Cafe, and I licked my plate clean. It was so good. And so I don't know if it'll quite meet that level, but I'm excited. A lot of people have said this one's real good.
I'm standing in the like outdoor line for Regal Eagle Smokehouse, and I'm gonna get the blackberry moonshine sour. That was like a slam dunk from the last time we were here.
Look who I've been.
I got a returning All-Star from last time we were here. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I really like that one.
It's better than last time because it is freshly made. Oh man. It's tangy, it's refreshing, it's delicious. It's so tasty. I'm gonna drink this entire thing.
It's really,
just remember. Oh, go ahead.
It's really, really sweet. Like, you can't taste anything, so that's a really good drink. I like that one a lot.
It was mixed beautifully. I'm drinking the entire thing, and all I'm gonna say, enjoy responsibly, drink your water. There's a really interesting crunch to this chicken pot pie.
It is the peas. The peas, I think, are dried. Is it as good as 50's Primetime Cafe's pot pie? No. Is it still very good for festival food? Absolutely. This is one of the best things we've had today.
So we're diving into the hummingbird cake at this point. The cake is beautifully done, but we're both saying that the icing's just a little overpowering, and it's because it's a little thick, as you guys are seeing right now. What are these little sauces that we've got here?
There's a pineapple and then a caramel. The caramel to me tastes like it might be a bourbon caramel.
Yeah.
It's good. I think that it's gonna fall back for me on the it's good, it's not great. I think this is a skippable dessert. I wanted it to be better, so I do like hummingbird cake.
Taking a break from Festival of the Arts and World Showcase to go experience Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. As you remember earlier in the video, I was successful in getting the 1 p.m. drop, and so we're about to go experience that. Quick thought, what are we going to get for songs?
I don't remember the options, but I really want September.
Okay, I'm going to go Tears for Fears or I Ran So Far Away. This is what your phone looks like when you get your group called. And so right now we're heading right up to Guardians of the Galaxy in Future World. I'm nervous. Here we go.
This plan is never gonna work. Rocket! Well, okay, I've locked onto your vehicle.
I'll be right behind you.
Nothing to worry about.
Unless we cannot stop this unusually large man, then you're likely doomed.
Good luck!
It was useless to follow me. What is that noise?
I think we jumped back.
We both realized that this was the first attraction of the day that we're doing.
Oh yeah, and it was like 4:30.
Not bad.
I mean, really at the end of the day, today was all about the festival, but we said that if we could grab a virtual queue for this, we would. But this one you can only get if you have a virtual queue still, or if you buy the lightning lane, and we don't want to purchase the lightning lane when we come to EPCOT, so we get the virtual queue.
This particular ride, we did end up getting Tears for Fears on the shuffle. I love gliding through space, hearing Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I sang along most of the time because I think between I Ran So Far Away and Tears for Fears, I think Tears for Fears is like probably my favorite of the two. My must-have item. I got the imagination cone. It is bubblegum soft serve in a lavender cone with sparks of imagination, Nerds candies, and white chocolate wings, fully representing the park mascot Figment. And the bubblegum was very tasty, super sweet, exactly on. I think I wanted a little bit more of the imagination sparks, the little Nerds candies, but you know, that's totally fine. It was still a very tasty cone.
This was my must-have item of the festival, which is the coffee old-fashioned cocktail, and it has Joffrey's coffee cold brew, simple syrup, orange bitters, and then Jim Beam Kentucky straight bourbon. So I love a good old-fashioned, and this one, if we're being pre-mixed, excellent. It's very good. You can't really taste the coffee. I feel like it just makes the bourbon have a lot more depth. Like if you know that there's coffee in there, you can taste it because you're aware that it's there. But if I didn't know there was coffee in this, I would just guess that it was just a different kind of bourbon. I think that if you're looking for something that's a little bit more like elevated, a little bit fancier, this is a good old-fashioned. At least the one that was mixed today.
What was your worst?
My worst was at the Italy booth, and it was the 3 raviolis, so the 3 different ones that we had. Really, at the end of the day, I felt like that was something that, like, I could have made at home. There wasn't really anything like deep about that dish. It wasn't bad. It just really wasn't good either. Like it just was meh.
The other worst of the fest for me was the mozzarella sampler. I remember 2 years ago when we got that, and I really enjoyed kind of most of the sauces that were on that little plate. I didn't like the marinara as much. I remember the balsamic was my favorite one 2 years ago. I did not like it this time around. The pesto is never really great for me, to be honest with you. Let's talk about the best of the fest real quick. What is your best?
My old fashioned.
It's kind of perfect that you ended with that one.
It was. I ended with the best in my opinion. I really like old fashions, and I think this one's really good.
So, my best of the fest, and I'm not trying to be a cop-out here, but it is the two items we got from the Mexico booth, the carne asada and the croqueta. Both were so packed with flavor. I loved the kick of little spice and hotness from the croqueta itself, and then the carne asada was just cooked perfectly. The Mexico booth never falls short at any festival we've been at, so
it's always
that's
really good.
easily my best. But that's going to wrap it up, and that's going to do it for us from Festival of the Arts. So, if you've made it to this point in the video, thank you so much
Yes,
for watching.
thank
Be sure to check out our socials, which is in the description below. We'd love for you guys to subscribe to our channel, make sure you like and leave us a comment. But until then, from Ann and I here at EPCOT, there's nothing else to say. Then we'll see you at the next stop.